Do you have incense burning in your room right now?
Yeah. Am I shrouded in smoke?
Yeah, dude, you look mysterious, dude.
This is Corey.
And this is Ethan.
Welcome to Dramatology. Yeah, dude, I've got this. It's this awesome Western incense. I got it at this store. I can't remember where I got it, but it's this store. It's like it smells like mesquite. Whenever Monica's here and I'm burning it, she complains that it sounds like the whole house is on fire. But it's just mesquite.
Hell yeah!
How you doing?
That's cool. Good, man. How are you?
I'm good. I'm a sucker for good incense.
Yeah, good smells are good though, dude. Oh, I gotta move my
Yeah.
here. There we go.
Highly underrated scents.
That's what you should call them instead of incense. Highly underrated scent. Is that our business?
What? That's like the name of it?
We find obscure smells for incense and call it highly underrated scents. Like
Yeah,
incense,
I like that.
but just replace the front.
Oh, kind of like the jelly beans that taste like garbage.
Yeah, but we make just weird, they have new car. You have like your car, it's called your car, and it just smells kind of weird and musty.
It smells like your weird ass car.
Yeah.
Have you seen the jelly beans that taste like weird things like vomit?
Absolutely. Love those.
Yeah. Have you eaten them?
Yeah.
You've eaten a vomit jelly bean?
I was at the office the other day, and the two girls that work in there are like my age, like late 20s, and they thought they were being funny, and they were like, "These are those. You want some jelly beans?" And I knew what they were, so I was like, "Yeah, sure." And I took like a handful of them, tossed them in, and they all were like, "Do you know what those are?" And I was like, "Yeah, they're the gross jelly beans. That's fine."
You ate all of them at once. And how did it taste?
Yeah, it was disgusting, but it's just. It's a taste for like 10 minutes. I just took a drink of water,
Yeah.
And it was fine. They're fun, though.
I've never eaten them. Jelly Belly isn't the company that makes them, right?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Some off-brand jelly bean company. Isn't there? Aren't there some hot ones too, like habanero? What?
I think
like
so.
Weed?
Are you indulging in a cup of kafifi right now?
Yes.
You bastard, dude. You're making me want one.
Do it. Go get one.
Let's see. Spicy jelly. Are we recording?
Yeah. I started.
Oh, shit, dude. Okay, everyone. Welcome to Dramatology, guys. Hello. Do you care if I shout my friend down who always texts me love?
Yeah.
Spicy jelly beans. Dude, we're shouting out
That's your
Ben
friend?
Yankovic today. Yeah, Ben sent me a very lovely text message that were funny, dude. So, thanks, Ben. Good guy.
That's nice.
All right, we're looking for. I typed in spicy jelly beans, and you just don't. Oh, dude, we're back to nuts.com. Were we on nuts.com a few weeks ago?
Talking about it?
Weren't we?
No, but you know who gets nuts.com? My mom and dad.
Who?
My mom and dad. Like, they love that nuts.com.
Holy shit.
What is that? It's like a subscription nut company, right?
That's the coolest. Yeah, dude, free shipping on orders over $59. Oh, they have coffee.
It's a subscription. Isn't it a subscription though? You can get pistachios like monthly or something.
Corporate gifts, dude. Should I get you a corporate gift for Dramatology?
What, like a branded nut bag?
Hey Corey, dude, thanks for doing this Dramatology stuff. I got you a nut bag, dude.
I got you a bag of peanuts. I'm allergic to peanuts.
Are you?
No, I'm not. I'm just fucking with you.
Oh my god! I was like, dude, what the fuck?
That's one day I opened my mom's. I was visiting my mom and dad, and I opened the cupboard, and they had this like absurdly large bag of, I think, pistachios, and their branding's actually very good. It's like this bright green bag, if I remember right.
Yeah, I'm looking at a bag of pistachios right now. Bright green bag.
Yeah, it's the same one.
What the fuck, dude? These people love. Because I typed in spicy jelly beans, and it brought me to
Oh, I
nuts.com because they
see.
sell jelly beans. But none
Oh,
of these are
okay.
like. I'm
That's a little
sure that there's got to be
off-brand.
some obscure company that's doing like habanero spice jelly bean. No, I want like fucking habanero. How do you spell that? Habanero Kelly beans? Jelly beans.
It's there's one that's like very intense. I watch a streamer who has, you know how you can submit channel points or whatever and make them do stuff.
Oh
One of them
yeah.
is like
Mm-hmm.
eat the ghost pepper jelly bean. Pretty sure.
Should we do it?
And it's
Let's see.
really hot.
Ghost.
Also, have you ever done that thing with that chip thing? That challenge with the chips where
I have not.
it's like you order a single chip. It's like a single chip that I guess is just really, really hot. There's a really funny video of Shaq
Mm-hmm.
doing it, and he tells
Yeah, the
them
one
that he's
chip
not going to
challenge.
react. Yeah, one chip.
Yeah,
What's the company that makes that?
29.90 PAQUEY.
$29
How do you
for
say that?
one chip?
Yeah, 29.59, dude, and that's off of Amazon. Walmart 19.99.
Would you do that? Would you ever do that?
No. Uh-uh.
I would never do that
No,
either.
I like spicy food a lot, but there's some I don't know broken in my head, dude. I would do a lot of dumb shit, and I've done a lot of dumb shit, like throw a handful of bad tasting jelly beans in my mouth just to be annoying. But like my parents bought this fucking jar of like million Scoville cheese puffs.
Yeah.
And I wasn't there, and everyone was like, "Oh, Ethan will do it," because I'm the dumb one who always does dumb things in my family with my friends, because it's fun,
Are you the class
But I
clown?
was like, absolutely, terribly so. I was. I don't think so anymore, but I don't like being in trouble anymore because I was always in trouble. But this
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
thing, they were like, "Ethan will eat it," and I was like, "Absolutely not." And they're like, "Really?" And I was like, "No, dude, you're in
You
pain
said it
for
was
like."
cheese puffs?
Yeah, these like 1 million
Are they hot?
Scoville. Oh yeah, yeah. My little brother tried one, and I wouldn't. Oh yeah, here they are. Carolina Reaper cheese balls.
Carolina Reaper is the really, really hot one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
really hot.
I went over there and they had them, and they were like, "Ethan, eat it," and I was like, "Absolutely not." And then my little brother ate one, and he was very upset that he had done that. And I even told him,
Yeah,
I was like, "Don't fucking do it, dude." He runs inside, and they didn't have milk because he was trying to find something to cool his mouth off. He's like
yeah.
pouring sweat. He's red. He's dying, and he grabs half and half out of the fridge and is just drinking. Yeah,
That
half and
is
half, and then
so
vanilla
messed
creamer.
up. Why do
Yeah, and
people
was just
do
like
that stuff?
pouring
Why do
sweat.
people?
I don't know, dude.
There are people who really like heat. I like heat that is normal, like like that excessive, like where you're actually physically
Yeah,
reacting to it. What are you trying to prove? It's
I don't know.
crazy.
I like to get right up to the limit. Like I
Yeah,
like that feeling, but the second
that's why.
you like can't taste anything or like it hurts to drink stuff, fuck that, dude. I'm out. I'm out. No thanks. I'm not involved anymore.
Right. I
That sounds
That's why
shitty.
sriracha is like perfect. It's like just hot. It's like almost too hot, but not quite. Have you heard that the sriracha where they make sriracha in California, the whole town is like can't see or breathe because they're constantly like the sriracha plant is like making their entire ecosystem like basically intolerable because everybody's like
Sriracha-fied?
reacting like yeah, it's like in your eyes and stuff and everybody yeah, it's like a thing. If you Google that,
That's
you'll find like the sriracha company. Pretty sure.
that's shitty, dude.
Yeah. One time I went to this like party and one of my friends had made this like Thai dish, like a soup, almost like pad Thai or
Mm-hmm.
something like that. And he warned us that it was hot, but it was so hot that and we were up on a second floor and I had to like stick my head out the window and I was just like spitting into the street,
Oh my god.
just trying to like get back to normal. It was awful. It was awful. And it like ruined my night almost.
Yeah,
I
when
was
you can't
drunk,
enjoy
so
the food
it
and
didn't
then
really
like
matter. So
yeah, but that's even worse. You were drunk and it fucked you up that bad. Normally, when you're drunk, you're like, "I'll be fine." But
yeah,
if it's that
right,
hot,
right.
man, fuck that. Yeah, and then, dude, when it
Um,
comes out the other side, woo, whew, you're in trouble. Sometimes it doesn't do anything, dude, but sometimes you get that. It's like what when in your mouth came out of your ass without being processed. Like your
What the
stomach was like, nope,
fuck?
we're just sending it straight down. We're not dealing with
Yeah,
it. And whoever's over
that's
there can
wild.
deal with it. Dude, and then the sphincter takes a beating, you know?
Exactly.
Wipe
That's
a little
funny.
too
Yeah, I
hard, a
don't.
little scratch in there, you're done, dude.
Oh my god! Have you ever done that thing where you are cutting peppers or something and then you accidentally touch your eyeballs?
Oh my
Also,
god. Okay, when I
not
worked at
very not
Chipotle,
very fun.
dude,
We talk about
I
this every
would
week.
all what?
We relive your tortured Chipotle
Ugh,
past. Keep going though.
Chipotle life. No, dude. Okay, w- I would tell people all the time because I would like teach people how to cut shit. We cut onions and like jalapenos and cilantro, and I'd always say like, okay, when you're cutting the jalapenos, don't fucking touch anything until you wash your hands, and then wash them again, and then wash them again, because it like gets in your nail beds and your cuticles, and like you'll like scratch your face, and you're like, why is my face burning? So I don't
Yeah.
know what had happened, but I was cutting a fucking shit all morning. I'm cutting jalapenos. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna shit myself. I have to go to the bathroom. So I like run out of there. Maybe I just had to pee. I don't know, because the problem is I touched my dick, and that is when it all ended.
Oh my
So I like
god, that's so fucked up.
I run to the bathroom and I pee, and I like am washing my hands, and I'm like, like uncomfortable. I'm like, oh, like I have no idea. So I walk back to go start cutting again. I did wash my hands just to make this clear. Walk
No.
back, like put my apron on, dude, and I like can't stand still. My dick burns so fucking bad, and it's like getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And I
Yeah.
run back to the bathroom, and because I realized what happened, dude. I'm like washing. I'm like got a paper towels. I'm like trying to use hand sanitizer. Nothing worked. And then for I don't
Wait,
know
like
2 or 3 hours.
on your penis, you're
Oh
like
yeah,
trying to
dude. I'm
rub it.
like
Oh my god!
yeah.
What? Because
I'm
it's
like
in
hand
there. That's the
sanitizer on a
problem.
paper towel. Oh dude, it
That's
was the worst. And it's
disgusting,
like
dude. How
the
long did it
whole
last?
package is melting. 3 hours,
The
dude.
play there
It
is
just burns.
to just dip it in a cup of milk.
Mm.
That would have been
Dude,
the
I should have
play.
got a pan of sour cream and just fucking dunked her in.
Oh my god!
That would have
That's
worked great.
disgusting. That's a good story
Yeah,
though.
dude, it's miserable.
And
It's
you were
miserable.
on the
Or
job. Were
yeah,
you mid shift, early shift, or what? You had to like keep talking to
the
customers and stuff.
beginning of my shift.
Oh
The beginning.
no!
Yeah, we'd get there like 7:30. I'm cutting jalapenos by like 8:15.
Oh, you're
You're
doing like
chopping.
meal
You're like, oh, I
prep.
gotta piss. You go piss, dude. Oh my god, you just you fuck up, or like you finish and you like you like scratch your eye or something, or like like whatever, touch your face, dude, and it just fucking gets on you, and you're like, oh boy, here we go. And if you wipe it, it just smears it. It doesn't really get it off. So
Yeah.
it's just like you have to
Well,
wait
how
for it
long
to
did
go
it
away, or
last?
like soap on my dick, like probably 2 or 3 hours. And on your face,
Oh my
it's probably the
god!
same. Like it's like a bell curve. Like it gets really bad and then tapers off. But dude, it fucking sucks. I hate cutting
Because it's like
jalapenos.
dissolving and whatever.
Yeah, yeah, dude, it melts you.
Wow,
It
what a
sucks.
trip! So basically, what we're learning
Yeah,
is that you were very tortured at Chipotle.
dude.
You received no. Was there anything good about it? Can you say something good
Yeah,
about
dude.
it?
I can cut like an animal, dude. I could be a world class prep cook. I can
Do you
cut
have like a
real
nice
fucking
knife?
fast. No, I have an okay one that I keep really sharp at the house.
You know who
So like
sucks at cutting?
I can cut absurdly fast. Who?
My wife, Monica. She's so bad at cutting. It drives me nuts watching her. She's so slow, you know. I'm like, hey, can you cut this
Do
onion?
you ever
And she'll
take
be
it
like,
from her?
okay. Oh yeah, 100%. I like can't. I'm too
Yeah.
impatient, you know. I'm like, come on.
Takes an hour to get four big chunks.
Exactly. I don't blame her. You know, she's just not. It's not her thing, but
Yeah.
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I got that from Chipotle. I'm really good at cutting. And I don't know. It was I liked working there. Probably because I always had like a group of friends that we all worked together. Like Ben worked there. Do I shout it out? Ben worked there
We
with me.
shouted out Ben. Shout out to Ben.
We did. Shout out to Ben. My buddy AJ worked there. My buddy David worked there. A bunch of other
Let's see
people
if
too. Just
you have like
friends.
lifelong friends from this experience. Or did you guys know each other before
Yeah,
you started working there?
we all knew each other before we started working there. Ben
Yeah.
and AJ and myself were all friends in high school, and then David and I worked together at Beyond Bread, which was my first job, but he was friends with my older brother, and that's how we met.
What did you
But
do
we
at
met at
Beyond
Beyond
Bread?
Bread, I think. Dude, I worked at the front for a year, and that shit was weird, and then
At the cash register?
worked in the back. Yeah, but I worked in the
I
kitchen, and that was a blast. But again, same
my
terrible
first
thing. It
job
was all friends that worked there.
my first job was at a rival company, Panera Bread.
Holy
Um,
shit, dude!
yeah, and
Panera.
I was a bad employee. At Panera Bread, they used to do this
Really?
thing where, yeah, dude, that's a fucking joke. Like they used to do this thing. I've had an anti-corporate personality from a very young age. So back in the day at Panera, they used to. They probably still do this. They make you yell. They make you yell things like in tandem. You know how like when you go to Cold Stone and you tip and they ring the bell and sing you a song.
I've never
And
seen that, but that sounds disgusting.
yeah, exactly. It is disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
If you
Mm-hmm.
tip, I think every time you tip at a Cold Stone, um, they'll ring a bell and then they'll do they've got like renditions of songs that they've remixed to be all about ice cream. They also flip ice cream in the air.
What
I
the
haven't been to a
fuck?
Cold Stone in a long time, but that they do that. We should go. You and me go to Cold
I'm
Stone and
down.
tip and try to get them to sing.
And
Anyway, so the
25
reason I'm
cents
talking,
over and over until they do it.
oh my gosh, just troll them. Just like come in with like a wad of $1 bills. Just keep tipping them. Anyway, so at Panera Bread, they do this thing where when the bread is done cooking, and the beeper goes off, somebody goes and gets it, and they're responsible for yelling out as loud as they can, hot bread. So they'll go like hot bread, and they yell it really really loud, and then everybody who's working there is supposed to respond to that call out. It's like a call and response kind of thing. And they're supposed to say hot bread, and it's supposed to be like this cute thing that makes the customers feel like we're
Oh
all a happy
my
family, like a happy bread family.
God.
Exactly. And I hated this so much, like, so I would, when I was on the line, like making sandwiches, and dealing with the soups and stuff. Mostly that's what I was doing. Sometimes I was on the back dishwashing. And, if I heard the oven ringing and somebody was going to go get the bread, I hated saying it so much that I would drop whatever I was doing and go pretend like I was doing something else just so that I could be in a position of the store where I wasn't seen, so that when everybody yelled it, I didn't have to yell it. That's how much I hated it.
Oh
It's
my.
wild.
Dude, that sounds fucking terrible.
It was god awful.
That's the kind of shit though you can have so much fun with. Like, if I was forced to yell like that, I would make it so that I was as close to customers as possible, and then like yell as loud as humanly possible to scare the shit out of people.
Oh,
You know what I'm
you would do
saying?
the opposite. Yeah, you would just be like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, you
I'm
wouldn't
trying
hide. You would like
to
make it
show
so absurd
you,
and uncomfortable.
yeah, that you make me stop.
That would
If
be
you're gonna
awesome. So
make
you
me
would
do
be at the
something that fucking
register.
stupid, yeah, like bulging hot bread in someone's face. I'm like, I have
Yeah.
to yell this. I don't know what the fuck you mean.
Sorry.
I have
Yeah,
to
I know
yell
you.
hot bread.
It's like I know you want your change, but hot
I
bread,
have to
motherfucker.
fucking yell hot bread in your
I need to
stupid
like
fucking
ruin your
face.
fucking hearing before. Yeah. The
Absolutely,
other thing
grab
I
a
had at
megaphone.
Panera
Hot
was
bread.
just totally troll all the customers. That's a good idea. I like that. Um, the other thing that happened at Panera is one of my bosses cut off her finger in the bagel slicer. Like,
Holy shit.
yeah, you throw it down the chute. There's like a little chute. It was like a whole
Yeah.
thing, and you throw it down and it would just get sliced. And apparently I wasn't there. And then they kind of quit after this, but apparently somebody cut their finger off in the bagel
Oh
slicer.
my god, how'd they do it? Did they put their fucking
I
hand in
don't
there?
know. You'd have to like stick your whole hand in. I have no idea, honestly. Very
Maybe she was trying to
weird.
capture some workers' comp, dude. She was like,
Maybe
fuck
I got
this, I'm
workers'
tired of
comp
yelling
at
hot
Panera
bread.
too. I actually got it for a
For
legit
what?
reason. Or no, actually, I didn't get it, but I could have probably gotten it. I was closing the store, and one thing that they do is like at the end of the day in those big kind of carafes. You fill them up with really, really hot water to sterilize them, I think, basically. And and then you leave them overnight or something like that. I can't remember the exact process, but I was holding one of those. I just filled it up with water, and I fell and it sloshed on me. And I got home, and my mom was like, "That is a serious fucking burn. You know, you actually need to go to the hospital or something for that." So we went to the hospital, and then it was not bad enough where I actually had to miss work or anything, but I think maybe my mom was like considering making them pay the bill or something.
Damn, that shit sucks.
Yeah.
I
I
tried a
feel bad
couple
for
times or
teenagers working
thought
jobs
about
like
it.
that.
Oh my
Oh, getting
god, I
workers'
think
comp?
back at what they make you do as a fucking kid. The weirdest is like you're like at Beyond Bread, we were like running a shop. Like it was like the adult managers were there every once in a while, but most of the managers was like my brother and like his like other people that worked there that were like friends with him. So all the managers are like mid to early 20s and a bunch of
Right.
like alcoholic degenerates, and then we were like 16. All the employees are like 16 to 40, and
Yeah.
either we were all degenerates. So you just have like this group of degenerates running a building, and then people get like I got hurt a couple
It's like
times.
corporate
Like I
entity, right?
split,
Yeah.
yeah, but like I split my finger open really bad Beyond Bread, and I was in the office, and my brother was a manager, and he was there, and I had to one of the other managers who fucking hated me was like, "We got to take you to urgent care, and you're gonna file the workman's comp." And my brother was like, "No, you're not." And I was like, "Why?" And he was like, "Are you gonna pass a drug test?" And I was like, "Absolutely not." And he was like, "That's why you
Oh
can't fucking have
shit.
workers comp." But that was
Yeah.
everyone that
Good
got
point.
hurt there was my brother, or someone would be like, like on the low, like, "Can you pass a fucking drug test?" And they're like,
Right.
"What the fuck? No, I can't." And they're like, "Well,
That's how my
then
brother
no."
lost one of his
I was
jobs.
like, "All right, really?"
My brother lost a job that way. He was working for a warehouse, and one of my friends' moms, we kind of had this like group of friends. And me and my brother were friends with these other two brothers that lived down the street, and their mom got Keith this job and kind of knew that he was kind of fucking around, like not doing great things, in his free time. And, um, and he got injured, and they had to test his blood or something, or they did a drug test as a part of his treatment because his injury was like bad enough where there was no option. He had to go do something, and
Yeah.
then they
Hmm.
did something. They didn't fire him, but basically this person like helped. They were like, you can't work here anymore because you're not going to pass this
Oh
test.
no.
Yeah, it sucked.
Yeah. Yeah. No
And
one at Beyond Bread would have passed a test for. I mean, most restaurants, no one's passing a drug test. It's just not going to happen at all.
I
They're
used to
just
work at
all
a coffee shop.
stoners.
I used to work at a coffee shop in Minneapolis where during college, where I would come in the morning and people would and was same deal. It was like late 20s, early late 20s, early
Mm-hmm.
30s. Like everybody who worked there was that age. And I would come in at 5 a.m. to open, and people would sleep there overnight to basically go out partying, sleep there, and then wake up and work the morning shift if they had to work. They would also like
Jesus.
vomit in the sink. There was like people who would vomit in the sink. People would come in drunk and like kind of like get really weird with normal customers, like your average customers. I had a guy point a gun at me once in the store. I worked with this crazy guy. His name was Ryan. He was literally the
What
most
the fuck?
maybe the most insane person I've ever met in my life. He was so crazy. He seemed kind of like a cult leader. Like he had this like very infectious
Mm.
personality, but like he was literally crazy. He was like at the time he's probably like mid 20s. He could have been almost 30. I don't really know. It's hard to say, but he had like this girlfriend who was like 15, and that was really
Oh my
weird.
god.
And so she would come in, and that was really strange. He would party constantly, and and he would sleep he would sleep at this place. And one time I came in and he was like, hey, I got this gun. You want to see it? And he had this really weird personality. And he was like, I was like, I guess, I don't know. I was just like, I'm just trying to work my job. Like, I guess if you need to show me this gun you bought, like, fine. And so he's like, oh, I'll go to my car and I'll get it. So he goes into his car. And this is actually, like, considering, like, the whole, what's going on in the world right now, this is actually not very funny. But he went to his car and he I hear him, like, ruffling around in the back, and I'm like, he's like, come here, bro. And I go into the back and he's like got this pistol out and he's like holding it at me. And he's like, like, he thinks it's funny. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like, you are fucking crazy. It was insane. Yeah. It was like that was a wild job.
How long did you work there?
I was there I started there when I started college. So I would work, I was there for 4 years, basically. I think I was there basically all the way through college. And then I like tailored back my hours, and then I would work with that crazy guy out, like, just on Saturdays. And I did that for like maybe 3 years. I can't remember, basically. And then I got fired from a coffee shop job for being a dick to customers, because I'm not a morning person.
Why would you work at a coffee shop if you're not a morning person?
Well, okay, I was working at the coffee shop, and I was working the night shift or the evening shift, which was way better for me, right? But the problem with coffee shop jobs, I don't know if it's like this now, I'm sure it is, but you get so many more tips in the morning than you do at night. So, because it's just way busier and people are coming in, going to work and stuff. The crowd is just like, they have more money, whatever. So, I was working the night shift, but I would see when I occasionally worked like a mid shift or a morning shift, like, how much money you made. And I was like, I want to make this kind of money all the time. So, and, in the grand scheme of things, thinking back on it, it probably wasn't even that much money, but to me, it was a lot of money at the time. So I would go. So I was like, okay, I'm going to work the morning shift. And then I started telling them, like, I want to work the morning shift to make money. And so I started doing that, and I did okay. But I got another job at this this more corporate store, kind of like Starbucks, basically like a Minnesota Starbucks equivalent. And I worked at the corporate office. So the CEO and all of the, like, corporate cronies, they would come in every day and get free stuff on their corporate accounts. And they were just so smug and it's kind of the same, kind of the hot bread kind of, you need to kind of, like, have this mentality of just chipperness all the time, even though I was like a full-time student working this job that I kind of hated. And so I wasn't very nice to them. And the guy who was the manager, the CEO, basically the CEO specifically told him that he hated me. He was like, this kid is not good. So then the guy who was the manager, his name was Lars. He was like, the CEO doesn't like you, so you need to, like, be nicer. And apparently I wasn't, because I got fired. The day they fired me, he walked into the store, and I was reading a book on my shift. So I probably deserved it, honestly.
Fuck that. Who cares?
Yeah.
I hate people like that. Like, people like we would have those corporate cronies come into Chipotle's. You gotta, like, put your fucking game face on, and
exactly.
I hate that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
And, like,
I
toed
every
the
morning.
line for a lot of the stupid shit, but yeah. Oh, they'd come in every morning?
Yeah, because the corporate office, this was like the corporate headquarters store. That's the problem. It wasn't just like occasionally they'd come in. It was like every morning they would come in, because the corporate office was right next to the corporate store. So they would just walk over and they'd be like, I get, as a part of my corporate package, I get, free stuff every day. And they'd be like, what do I want today? And, like, how are you guys today? And it's like, not good, man. Like, I'm really tired.
Yeah, you're like, I'm fucking tired. Yeah.
And it's like, and it's like, most of it, it's like, it's fine to, like, want to be and want people to be chipper and happy at work, but it's like, you don't know me. don't pretend like we're
Yeah.
friends, you know? Like you don't know me, you don't want to know me, and you just want me to be happy, not because you actually care about my job satisfaction, but because you care about like customers receiving a good experience, you know? And it's
Yeah,
like,
the
you know,
bottom
and
line.
if I can tell that you don't actually give a shit about how I feel, then I am not going to like put on a front for you just so that, you know, the customers who come in here can like leave feeling like, you know, they're better prepared for their day or whatever.
Yeah.
Boo.
Yeah, boo that, dude. I am guilty of towing the line sometimes at Chipotle or when I was at Chipotle, just because like. But I do if I think about it. I feel like I always told people like, hey, I always try to make people like make working there not terrible, so like people were in a good mood, not because you had to be, but because like it was fun. Like we'd get like Red Bulls and shit. Like I would just try to make it not miserable, but when those
Right.
corporate people would come in, I would get the managers and be like, listen, guys, I just need you to fake it. Like, just while they're here, fucking fake it. And then while they leave, I don't give a fuck what you do.
See,
But
that's
they need
that's
us to
smart.
be like, look, we go. We love Chipotle.
One of the things that really
I
bothered me
love
about this.
rubbing jalapeno on my dick.
Yeah, dude. The one thing that bothered me about like this place in particular was that not only did they want kind of fake, but the manager of the store, the one who was theoretically supposed to set the tone, he was one of the most crabby kind of like ornery people I think I've maybe ever met. I'm making a lot of statements like that today, but
Really?
he was just really crabby himself, you know. And I was like, well,
Yeah.
if you're crabby, like, you know, why do you get a fucking free pass? You know, fuck you. He ended up getting
Probably
fired
because
too.
the
So
CEO loved him. Oh, damn. Well, that's
yeah,
probably why.
everybody kind of got fired. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Ugh. I don't know.
Have you?
That's like what were you saying?
Nothing. I was going to change this subject drastically, but you were
Oh,
saying
send
something.
it. Send it.
Oh,
No,
I was going
send
to
it.
ask you if you've seen Stranger Things.
No, I haven't, but now
Do
I've
you watch that
not at
show?
all, which is no. But I've been told by multiple people that I'm missing out. So maybe I have to
We
go
we
watch it.
we binged it hard last weekend. We were like really into it.
The last season?
The season that just came out. I
Yeah.
think Netflix is desperate though because they
Really?
released. I think so. They're in the news a lot lately for kind of being, you know, their stock price is way down. They like released some
Oh yeah.
earnings that were like really really not good. People are like kind of thinking, you know, for a while it was like, oh man, Netflix is like now taking over Hollywood, and but people have been
Mhm.
complaining about the quality of their content. And, they did this thing where they released Stranger Things, and they were banking on that show to bring back a basically like faith in their content or whatever again. So, and I
Mhm.
think it's doing pretty well. But what they did, it's really actually really annoying. They released like 7 or 8 episodes as if it was the full season, and then at the end, you realize that they're releasing more stuff on July 1st, and I think it's just a couple more episodes, and they're doing that I think specifically to keep people so that people don't like put on their subscription and then immediately cancel it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's I think what's interesting is that all these like or all these new companies like Hulu, anyone making their own content, were ever because we all were like fuck commercials, fuck waiting for a new season of something to come out. Like I don't want to wait, I want to watch it now. And then like Netflix started doing it, and I think you're right that they lose viewership, because people can just binge watch this shit and then they're done.
That's how they
But
do it. That's
and
why I
there's
don't watch The
nothing to
Circle
keep them
anymore.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's why
because you
that's
can
why I
just
don't watch The
watch it.
Circle anymore. Yeah, or I don't watch it
I
until
just
really late.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard. Like, what do you do then? Do you go back to like the old school Hollywood, like you release an episode or two every week, and then like what's
That's
the
what they were
fix?
doing at
I
The
just think
Circle.
it's
I
too
feel like
much
that's not.
content.
Yeah, I think that's right. In the
No,
world, in
yeah, I
general.
hate that. Yeah,
You think there's too much content in
I
the
don't know.
world.
Yeah, because Netflix
Pretty
also
funny
did this
coming from
thing
somebody
where
who's. I was saying, pretty funny from
making content.
somebody who's making content right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm just
Yes,
fucking
this
with you.
too, but also like big like TVs, movies, that kind of stuff. Like big stuff you have to be at your house to watch. You know, like the nice thing about podcasts, I think, is that like I can turn it on while I'm driving, I can turn it on while I'm cleaning, I can turn it on while I'm doing whatever I want. And if I like the subject matter, then the amount of content is I don't it doesn't matter as much because TV shows and movies you have to sit down and keep your attention focused, and we are not at a attention focused thing anymore at all. It's just fucking
Yeah, right.
you know so I think podcasts work a little better, but like Netflix when they were on the up and up and up, were just like any TV show, any movie, any script, they were just buying them and making them Netflix originals, and there was a lot of garbage in there, just fucking garbage that they canceled after one season.
What's
And then they're
the
just like
right?
printing bullshit, and then no, everyone stops caring. New show comes out, and they're like, okay, I'm not gonna fucking watch it.
Yeah, they
So
I was reading something about just how much it cost them to make the show, and they spent they spent $30 million per episode on Stranger Things, and
oh my god.
which seems insane to me. Doesn't that seem crazy?
Yeah,
$30
30
million
million an
dollars.
episode?
Yeah, and I'm sure that includes everything like salaries and lighting and all this crap, and they
Yeah.
probably have to spend a lot of money recreating the 80s and stuff. But then, so there's that. And then also, in that same story, they were talking about how Squid Game is the most watched Netflix show of all time. And it was made with
Really?
1/12 of the budget of Stranger Things. Doesn't that make you think that like the budgetary considerations of Hollywood it's just total bullshit?
Yeah,
Isn't that crazy?
absolutely.
1/12 of
Yeah,
the
and
budget.
it's all I think the whole thing's all fucked up. A lot of actors don't get paid shit. The people that make the movies make so much fucking money, and they're spending tens of millions of dollars to produce bullshit, or I don't know, it's fucking weird. It's all fucking weird. I'm trying to find okay, let's see. How
And how did they arrive at that
many
number? Like how did they
what number? The
decide? Oh,
30
that's how
million
much we're going to
dollars?
spend. Yeah, it just seems like there's a blank check. Amazon did the
Oh
same
yeah.
thing with this, like basically Game of Thrones kind of like knockoff thing, where Jeff Bezos was like,
Mhm.
make this show and spend whatever it takes to make it. I think it was really, really expensive to
Yeah.
make, and I haven't heard anything about it. I'm pretty sure it's probably pretty good, but everything's like diluted because there's so much, as you were saying.
Yeah, there's little like hundreds. Release titles. So this is quarter 1 2018 and then moving by quarter. 11, 23, 48, 76, 59, 96, 97. So it's hundreds a quarter they're releasing of Netflix original titles.
Do you think that
But
Netflix
this
is
is
like
looking
gonna?
like what were you asking?
Oh, do you think that Netflix is like gonna that has like it has staying power? Like it's gonna stay a thing in a big way forever. I mean, that's a stupid thing to
Um
say. Not forever, but you get what I'm saying.
well, I mean,
Because
probably
this is the
for our
first time I've
lifetime,
heard
yeah,
of
I don't
like
think it's going
actual
anywhere.
criticism. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like actual criticism of what they're doing.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think that no, it's weird, isn't it? I don't even know. Yes, I think they'll stay, but there's just a lot of competition now that no one used to care about. Hulu, Amazon Video, but
Yeah,
Amazon Video I think is trash.
Amazon
Like
Video.
the
I've never
Amazon
actually watched
Prime
it.
shit.
Yeah, I have it, but I
Really?
haven't watched it. I've never watched it.
The
Same with
the
Disney. Like I
unfortunate
have
thing,
Disney, but
the Disney ones are pretty cool just because you can watch all the Marvel movies, and I like those. And
yeah,
like Loki was really good. I don't know if you watched it, but that was a really good one. They did a really good job on that.
I heard it's good, but yeah, I haven't watched that either.
And that's like even if you're not into the Marvel stuff, Loki was like a great standalone movie, like or series. Katie and I watched it, and Katie doesn't watch any Marvel stuff, really, like doesn't really care, and she really enjoyed it. It was really good, really good. They did a really good job.
Monica watched WandaVision. She said that was really good. I didn't watch it though.
I gotta watch
Yeah,
that one too. I just like all the characters. I think they're fun,
I remember
but they
back when I
also
was
have
in
too many
college.
movies.
Yeah, back when I was in
Hmm.
college, we did you have Netflix back when they actually sent you DVDs in the mail?
Yeah, as a kid,
Do you
they
remember
used to do
that?
games too, or what was the game one? Yeah, I do. They
Yeah,
still
there's a
do that,
game
right?
one. Yeah, they do.
Yeah, watch. Can I share my screen on this? I don't think so. If you go to
Yeah,
Netflix
no.
on your computer,
Uh huh.
on the top right, there's a button that says DVD, and then it says complete your
Oh,
Netflix experience with DVDs. And for $9.99 a month, you can do one disc at a time, one disc out at a time, and unlimited discs per month. No late fees, free shipping, cancel anytime. And
so they
then
still do that.
$14.99 two discs. $19.99 you can get three discs a month. What the fuck?
Damn, that's crazy. So they still do that.
They have
Interesting.
Blu-rays. Yeah, dude.
That makes sense. Like, because there's lots of movies that they just don't have, right? Like, if you wanted to watch like
Yeah.
The Godfather, something like that.
Yeah, they just find the DVD for you. But that's how they started, right? It was like they were competing with Blockbuster.
It was awesome. Hollywood
Yeah,
Video.
I
Do
miss
you know what Hollywood
Blockbuster.
Video is?
Oh yeah. Yeah. There was a
You
couple in town,
can
I think.
you can rent the very last Blockbuster as an Airbnb. I'm pretty sure. Have you heard of
You're
this?
lying.
No, I think
You're
I'm
lying.
Google that. It's the very last Blockbuster that exists. It's in like Oregon or the Pacific Northwest somewhere, and the person refuses to sell it or something. I can't remember what the deal is, but it's I don't know if it's still there. Maybe it's gone now, but for a while it
Oh,
was
dude.
still there, and you could Airbnb it,
You
right?
can. And they made it
Yeah,
like a
yeah,
little room. There's like a
yeah,
bed and a TV and you have all the DVDs there.
yeah. And you can go into the back
Whoa.
for the porno section.
You're lying.
That's the thing. Don't you remember that?
No,
There
I
was a
don't.
whole porno
Not
section
the
in
Blockbuster by
Blockbuster.
our house.
Oh, you know what? Maybe it's not Blockbuster. We
What?
used to have this back when video stores were a thing. Back in my hometown, there were a few of them. One of them was called Video Update, and then one was Hollywood Video. And you could go into you could kind of ask to be led into the porno section, and you could see there was a mirror at the very
What?
back of the store in a hidden spot. The pornos were all in the back, and you could everybody knew it was back there, but as a kid they wouldn't let you back in there unless you're 18. So but you could see in the
Yeah.
mirror the people, because they wanted to make sure people weren't stealing stuff. So you could see in the back, and those
What
stores
the
all had
fuck?
porno sections that were hidden. Pretty sure. I don't know if Blockbuster did that, but Video Update definitely did. Did you ever
Whoa,
have a
dude. That's
Hollywood
I don't.
Video?
I don't think they did. Yeah. Yeah, I think they had them here. Hollywood.
Hollywood Video. That was another
That
one
they
that
got it.
was really big.
Where were they? Oh my God, Hollywood Video Tucson. There's no way this is still open. No,
No
it's not.
way.
Okay.
Yeah, no way.
No.
Yeah. Those were cool stores. That was always fun going there, getting games and stuff.
Oh
Renting games.
yeah, I
I remember.
remember.
I do know what
I
you're
would.
talking about, though. Go for it.
What were you saying?
I was saying. I don't remember what I was saying.
Hold on.
Anyway, video stores.
Blockbuster, Bend, Oregon, Airbnb. I want to find it on
How much
Airbnb.
is it to Airbnb it?
All I see here is $4, but there's no way that's true.
$4?
Oh,
No.
okay. Starting called Dibs on a totally rad intimate. One of the three individual one-night reservations that will take place on September 18th, 19th, and 20th. While a movie rental will cost you $3.99, just for a penny more, you can book one of these stays for $4 plus tax.
What?
What?
That doesn't seem right. So you can
No.
rent a video and get you
$4 a night.
stay the night there. That's really weird.
What in
That's
the
actually a really
fuck?
cool idea, though. Yeah, that's really strange. Are you on Airbnb, like the website, or is it like
Yeah.
that store has its own website?
It's got its own Airbnb.
Weird. That would be a cool idea
What
to
in the
like have like
fuck?
a video store themed Airbnb where you have like a movie theater and stuff.
That is a really good idea. I like that. That would be fun. What the hell?
You're intrigued. Are you gonna go or what?
Yeah, I don't think they have any. I don't think they're doing it anymore. It was
Yeah, I
three
think they
days
may be
only.
closed. Oh, I see. So maybe what I was hearing was like news of that gimmick happening and then they stopped. Is it still
Yeah, I think
open?
they only did it for
Because
3 nights. Yeah, it's
they
still
refused to
open.
close. They refused to close, yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty smart because
What's
now it's
really
become like nostalgic, right?
hmm What's really weird to me is that did you watch the documentary on Netflix about it?
No.
Okay, the lady who runs the store, I could be misspeaking here, but it was just like, yeah, corporate shut down and we just kept coming every day.
They
Like
refused to
they
shut down?
stopped getting email. Like it just, yeah, they were just like, fuck it, we don't care. We're just gonna keep going. And then
Because they were
it's just like its
franchised,
own
right?
little independent store. I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to
That's
find
pretty cool.
Blockbuster, Oracle and McGee, or no, Oracle and Ina's where it was at. Let's see images. This is the Beyond Bread I worked at is where our Blockbuster was,
Hmm.
and I like all I want is to see a picture of it, dude.
Just to relive your past?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I can't find any. No, I can't find any. Let's see. Picture of Blockbuster in Tucson. I gotta switch topics. This is so stupid.
Let it go.
We used to go there so much.
Yeah. It was like the coolest thing to do as a kid or as a teenager, right? Like get movies and
Oh my
it was
god.
great. It's like a big
It
thing.
smelled so good.
Oh, it had popcorn in it. Yeah.
Hollywood Video. Yeah. Yeah, Katie had a Blockbuster right down the street from her parents' house, and we used to go there when we started dating. So it's not even that long ago that there were still a couple in Tucson.
Right.
Blockbuster, man. What do you think will happen? You think all those CDs and fucking VHSs will just be gone? They're already almost gone, it feels like.
I think that maybe there might be some kind of like, you know how like vinyl kind of came back?
Ah,
Something
it's
like
gonna be a
that might happen.
resurgence.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
one of the most annoying things about Netflix and even all the streaming services is that there's movies that just are basically non-existent now because nobody streams them. So it's like they don't exist anymore, you know? Like there's all these weird
Oh
movies, for
yeah.
example, that I used to watch that I'm pretty sure are on no streaming services. Like I remember I watched this one movie. Oh, there's a garbage truck outside. Sorry, you can hear it.
Oh, you're
There's
good.
a movie, you know, like all those weird niche movies. Like I saw this movie when I was a kid called Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, and it was like this kind of kitschy, weird horror movie. And I'm sure that if I wanted to watch a movie like that, I couldn't watch it now because it's probably not popular enough, or it's probably not popular enough to be on a streaming service, and it's probably just on VHS. And I don't have a VHS player, so it's like
Can
all
I
those
can I
movies, like you're just kind of like you've lost them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Wait.
I feel the same way about vinyl records. Like I buy, you were here last week. You know, you came over for dinner, and like I have all these vinyl records that have music that I would never have found otherwise. You know, just like very,
Yeah,
and I really,
absolutely.
and a lot of music that's like really fun to listen to. That you could theoretically find on Spotify, but a lot of it probably you can't. You just can't find it on Spotify because it's just was made so long ago
Um
or whatever.
You can, just so you know, you can watch Attack of the Killer Tomatoes on Prime Video on Amazon.
No way. Oh, no way. So maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah,
Maybe the whole catalog of the world is on it if I have access to every single streaming service.
that's what I was gonna say. I think it is. Like, give me another weird movie.
Um, let's see. Like just do something kind of like mainstream, like The Godfather. Which one is on that? Have you
All
have
right.
you ever done that thing where you're like, oh, I want to watch this. Like, what streaming service is this on? And you go to do it, and it's like not on any of them. Has that ever happened to you?
Yeah, I do it all the time.
Exactly.
I do it
Yeah.
constantly. I
Yeah.
go to Google
Exactly.
and I type in where can I watch The Godfather, and it says this. So I
Nowhere.
try. Let's see. I try Amazon Prime Video. You can buy or rent it from Amazon.
That doesn't count because, well, I suppose it
Yeah,
does
like where
count.
can you watch it for free? Yeah, it is
See, now
weird
I'm
though.
getting greedy. I want to watch it for free.
Yeah, but the thing I think you're right about, like when you're scrolling through Netflix, like if I just go to Netflix right now and click movies, there, like the little video they play, like when you highlight it's pretty cool, but there's something different about standing in front of the rack at Blockbuster or Hollywood movie and just fucking like picking up one and picking like just kind of I don't know browsing them. Like it's not as fun to just look at them like this, you know?
Right. And it's
Like
like
this
fed
doesn't
to you in a
feel
specific way,
intriguing.
right? Yeah, it's
Yes,
like fed
yeah,
to you
that's a
in an
good point.
algorithmic way. So you're like, you're
Mhm.
never introduced. You just keep getting introduced to things it thinks you like, and it's like, just leave me alone and let me in the store. Like maybe
Yeah.
I'm not who you think I am, and maybe I do want to watch
Mhm.
Little Honey Boo Boo. So maybe
Mm.
I met somebody. One of Monica's friends is like talked about this in a way that I thought was so weird. Like we were in the car with them and we were listening to music and somebody took the phone and played something and they kind of got they didn't get like mad but they got kind of like weird about how somebody using their phone was going to mess with their algorithm
Oh,
and they were like
yeah.
invested in their own algorithm in a way that I had never heard about before and it just seemed so insane to me like just feeling like ownership over how a giant company is feeding you content. It's like pretty interesting.
Do you not feel that way? Have you not ever felt that?
No, because I feel like I don't want them telling me who I am. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't
Oh,
think that they
interesting.
know. And I think that also I don't want to um, close myself off.
Yeah, be
These
confined.
algorithms, they make it seem as if like, oh, Corey, you're into blank, then that's who you are forever. And it's like, well, maybe I'm open to changing. So maybe don't
Yep.
close me off to a bunch of stuff that maybe I'm interested in and don't close me off to a bunch of perspectives that would maybe be good for me to hear. So,
Yeah.
let me retain my freedom and the kind of things I want to think about and enjoy. That's kind of my attitude. So it's like, I think the algorithm, I don't trust it more than I trust it.
I totally agree. There are people in my family, dare I say, people in this house with me, who I have sent things to that are like, "Oh, now my fucking algorithm's all messed up," and I'm like, "What
Exactly.
the fuck? Stop that! What do you mean it's messed up?
And I love that, like,
You think that I've unrefined you on this global network of collecting your data and forming the person that they want you to be? Come on, get out of here."
yeah. And that's what they want you to think, they want you to value how they're basically controlling what you watch, and it's like that.
Mhm.
I don't know. I'm just kind of a skeptic. Generally, I'm a
Dude,
skeptic. So I'm just kind of, I'm kind of like I don't trust anything kind of thing.
I get super frustrated and bored with YouTube. Like right now, if I look at my YouTube algorithm, it pisses me off because
What's in it?
I want it's here, let's see. I want other shit. Like I want random stuff, but it's just like I don't know. It's like Johnny Depp stuff,
Yeah.
and then some like really boring video game stuff that I never click on or watch fully. I don't know.
Hmm.
It's just weird shit. It's just like it's only the stuff that I look at, and that gets
Right.
boring. I want to see other stuff. I want to see,
Right.
but then the other thing, dude, is if I start saying that, it's gonna start showing me that, and that's where it gets weird. That's what I don't like.
Oh,
I
like right now
want,
as you're talking about it, it's like listening to you is what you're saying?
yeah, like if we started talking about plumbing, like, oh, I want to watch plumbing videos. Plumbing videos are so cool. Like, I wish I knew more about plumbing. Plumbing's awesome. Wow, the plumbing. Or God forbid I go Google a plumbing part at Home Depot. I'll come back to my YouTube, and like if I reload this fucking
And it's
thing
like how to install a
in an hour, yeah, I'm gonna get plumbing videos.
Mhm.
Ooh, we're already close. Watch this before replacing your counters in your kitchen. So that's
No
now on
way.
the first thing, and I'm not saying it's happening that
Let me go
quick,
to
but
YouTube and see
that's a
if
little
it's
weird.
happening. What if you're not signed in? Will it still do it?
Oh, that doesn't matter. People think that matters. It doesn't matter at all.
Interesting. Yeah, I guess this makes sense. Maybe it is listening to me. Wow. Because I've been playing Fortnite and I got a
Uh
Fortnite
huh.
video and I'm not even signed in.
Oh, yep. Yep. I mean, that might be because Fortnite's one of the biggest games in the world, but
Yeah. True.
but it's no. I mean, it's still. I don't have any Fortnite on mine. Oh, no Fortnite on mine. Yeah, so
Yeah.
no plumbing yet. But like, let's see. I want to see if I can get it to go to plumbing while we talk. But like, if I just went and like if I went to Home Depot and I googled let's see, angle stop tool. I bought this the other day. Angle stop tool. There we go. I go to Home Depot and then like I click it, and I just feel like now I'm gonna get an ad or a video or something
Are you
for
gonna
this
add on? Are
fucking
you gonna act?
tool.
Are you gonna act on it?
No, because I already bought it,
Do you ever?
so I
Oh,
don't
you
need it.
already did it.
No, and
Well,
I'm
now
really
you said
conscious
it. Now it
of.
knows it.
I know.
Now it
I'm
knows you
really
already have it.
conscious,
So.
and I pay attention to what, like, I don't know. I'm like kind of wigged out by it all the time. Um, like the algorithm in general. Like I think it's fairly invasive and creepy. And it frustrates me. It makes me not want to use YouTube a lot. Or I'm like, ugh. Or like you'll watch one video of like how to garden. Like how to plant this, and then for a week it's like your fucking thing.
I know it's
YouTube's
like
like,
shut the fuck up. Just because I like wanted to like
become a
watch one
planter.
gardening. You're a gardener now. It's like, would you shut the fuck up,
Yeah,
YouTube? Like,
yeah, dude. I just
can't
need
I
to
just
do
like
this one
plant one
thing.
plant and let it die and like you can leave me alone now?
And I'll never do
Like
it again.
shit. Exactly.
That's so funny.
Fuck me.
Oh, but this
Yeah.
one looks good. See, then I get these weird ones that I haven't looked up cooking videos in a while, but I used to watch a lot of cooking videos. And this one looks awesome. But now, like, if I click on this, then it's just gonna give me no way. Okay, I just went to Home Depot. You didn't see it, but I just went to Home Depot and clicked on that um, tool.
It worked. So now you have it.
I clicked on I clicked on a video in the commercials for Home Depot. Um,
Fuck you,
this
Home
is
Depot.
A Home Depot ad.
Hey, you know how you went
But
on
like, I
this
just
like
clicked on
giant
this video.
remember the
Subscribe.
other day how you
The
went on
giant
that
what?
giant Manscaped rant about Manscaped?
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah.
other day, my that podcast that I've been listening to that I told you about, Dudesy,
Mm-hmm.
they are
Mm-hmm.
they're sponsored by Manscaped. I thought that was really funny.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. Good for
They
them.
did it.
I'm
Yeah, they
telling you,
did it.
I would love to do reads for a company that allows me to just like you and I could write an insane script for it, and that would be our intro. That's my I want to show you this guy. His name's Duncan Trussell. He has a podcast called Duncan Trussell's Family Hour, and he's a stand-up comic, but he is a psychedelic enthusiast. Um, and he has the most absolutely fucking insane ad reads. Like he'll do voice distortions, and talk about like cosmic aliens shaving their bush to go have orgies with humans on
Like
planet
for a Home
Zarnar,
Depot
like
ad?
just weird shit. No, for like a Manscaped. Like
Does he
he just
does he
comes
get
up with
paid for it?
the most insane things. Yeah, they're legit, and they just let him do it because that's who he is, and I love it.
That's crazy. That's pretty
But
cool.
it's just so refreshing to hear someone do an ad read for a company and just like be weird and not be like, "Hey guys, this video is brought to you by Manscaped. Your lady's
Exactly.
not gonna like your bush. Get the lawnmower 4. Back to the
Well, this goes.
show."
That's cool. That actually gives me a lot of hope. It kind of goes back to what we were talking about with like the corporate coffee shop job, and companies letting people be people instead of just mindless kind of happiness bots.
Yeah, and like I think if companies were smart, like the people who Duncan is sponsored by are smart enough to realize that his audience likes him for who he is.
Yeah,
So to make him do an ad read as a corporate gorilla,
is
I'm
stupid.
not gonna. I wouldn't fucking listen to. That would bother me. But when you hear people do ad reads like themselves, you're like, okay, I can. They're on board with
Right.
this creator that I like. So
They're
the
not just
companies need to
selling
be like,
out.
let the creator have. Yeah, let him have some free will. Let him fucking goof around. It's hundreds of thousands of people listen to his podcast, and he's already weird as fuck. It's not like a weird Manscaped ad is going to turn me off. If
Right.
anything, I'll be interested. You know.
You'll be more interested.
But that'd be fun. Oh, dude, what if we fucking when we get sponsors, when we take off, we write scripts and we like do little videos, like fucking weird shit.
Make a
Make them
commercial.
fun. Yeah, like little commercials, but we produce like little weird ones.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, dude.
I'm into
Do
that. Let's
stupid
do
shit.
it.
like 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 I'm bent over in a shower and like I'm in those like
You
skin
always
colored
come to
shorts.
this. You always do this.
Wait. Yeah, because
Always about
Manscaped
your
just
asshole.
has. It's so funny, dude. They have such great opportunities for ad reads, and like
So you
it's
want to
like
record
blurred
a
out.
porno for a commercial, basically?
Absolutely, but YouTube friendly.
Okay.
Okay. What else? What other one could we do that doesn't end in something of my asshole?
I would want to do like
What's
a really
another good one?
psychedelic version, like a very. I can't think of that shit on the spot. You're way better at that than I am.
A
You
psychedelic version of Manscaped?
no, not Manscaped. I don't want to. I don't want anything to do with that company.
Animal, dude. Okay,
How
what's
dare
a
you?
what's a good one? Let's see, top 100 podcast sponsors 2022. Podcast advertisers. Okay, here we go.
Usually, like bundle subscription packages are very popular. Like 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 HelloFresh. It's like a perfect.
Oh, okay. Huh. Okay. Whoa, what the fuck? Advertise on a podcast?
Wait, you can just do it.
Oh, we would pay to be advertised on a podcast.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so someone would be like, listen to Dramatology as these two fucking morons talk about shaving Ethan's asshole for the 9th episode.
It's just our daily asshole
Well, dude.
shaving conversation, really. Have you? Hey, have
Damn,
you
okay.
seen? Have you seen Top Gun? The new one.
No,
Have you
we
seen
have
the old
not.
one?
Yes.
Have you seen the old
Also,
one?
I'm disappointed in you. I'm disappointed that your mustache is gone.
Yeah, I honestly shaved my. I had a beard going. Watched Top Gun.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately shaved to have the mustache, specifically because I saw that movie, and then
Absolutely.
I couldn't hang. It was cool for like a day.
Why not?
It gets so sweaty and gross, dude. Feels horrible.
Oh, man. Having a
Yeah.
mustache?
Anyway, we went to Top Gun. Yeah, man, it
It was
sucks.
good.
It's the worst. It's like it's cool for like a day. I really liked it for a day, and then I just wake up, and if I'm in a bad mood, I'll just immediately blame my mustache, or like if I'm uncomfortable in any way, if it's like kind of hot out or I'm sweaty, I'm just like that's the first thing I'll blame. I'm like, it's because I have this mustache and
Absolutely.
it's really annoying the shit out of me. I also watch a lot of
Mm-hmm.
baseball, and I watch things that like where people are usually like pretty clean shaven, and then I'll watch it and I'll be like, God, and then that'll make me want to shave. You know what I mean?
That's so funny. We see the world so opposite.
What are you? Okay, what's your opinion?
I see someone with a beard, and I'm like, man, I should really grow my fucking beard out. What am I doing in my life?
Do you ever get really scratchy and itchy and feel like shit?
Uh, okay. How can you see my camera well?
A little bit, yeah. I can see that. I can
Okay,
see. I can see. Yeah,
where it's out right now is like right after itchy.
yeah,
Like I don't know, an inch, maybe inch and a quarter. But anything below this, you're fucking turning in on yourself, and it's like eating your face, and it sucks ass.
exactly. I never
So,
get past that point. That's the problem. You know what I mean?
mm,
I like
yeah,
can't get past the point where it's like kind of uncomfortable.
yeah, that's fair. Um, what are we talking about?
Top Gun, dude.
Oh
This
yeah, I have
movie,
not seen it yet.
go see it. It's really good. I was like very pleasantly surprised at how good it was. It continues all the old
Oh,
storylines. It's like, you know, Tom Cruise is good in it. It has all the like, all the stuff. Like if you love Top Gun, like I do, it's like one of my favorite
mm-hmm.
movies. It hits all the like nostalgic points. The plot is really good. It kind of like continues the story as like, obviously in the future, but in a way that's really good. Tom Cruise is really good in it.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude,
Um,
that's awesome.
yeah, it's really good. Monica told me that Tom Cruise is third in command in Scientology. Did you know that?
No, but that is I love that
Do you think that's
for him.
true? Why?
I know he's been in Scientology for a while, but
Is Tom Cruise third in
I don't
command?
even know.
Have you seen that one show, the Scientology show about all of their practices? It's called
No, which show?
it's a reality show about this woman. It's her show, and she basically interviews people who used to be in Scientology and talks all about how manipulative they are, basically.
Is it the Leah Remini? Is that it?
Yeah,
Is that
that's it.
her? Do you know? Does
Yeah,
that sound familiar? Yeah, I
yeah,
think I've
that's
seen
her.
some of that.
It's wild, dude.
I like that. Dude,
You like
religions like
Scientology?
that. And by that I mean, no, I like cults. I don't like joining them. I just think they're fascinating. You know, like how people manage to do that blows my fucking mind. You know, like how the
Get
fuck?
involved in one?
Yeah, how does that happen? Like, how do you get suckered into this?
I don't know,
It
man.
blows my fucking mind. I genuinely don't understand it, but
Probably
you
like
know,
just
it is what it is, I guess.
yeah. I don't get it either.
Who knows?
I had the idea.
Should we join
Actually
it?
had maybe. I actually had the thought the other day that like maybe that maybe if I was in like if I had more of a religious attitude that I would be uh, more mentally healthy and I wouldn't have such
Interesting.
existential dread. You know what I mean? And that it made me kind of feel like I
Um,
wish I had that kind of thing. Like and could you imagine? Like okay, honestly, like no like offense to like anybody who's like religious. Like I totally get all that, but like I'm not, and I just cannot fathom the idea of like going through life feeling like I'm good. Like it's totally fine. Like I'm good at
yeah.
the end.
Uh-huh.
Like
Yeah,
there's
right
nothing
there
to
with
worry
you.
about. Like I'm like I've that perspective. And I just like the other day I found
Mhm.
myself thinking about like what a different perspective it must be going through the world thinking like I am taken care of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm just
Yes.
completely opposite. It's just like I am not taken care of. I must it is all me. I must fight to survive. That's like kind of my attitude, which is like a recipe for anxiety probably. And it made me
Mhm.
kind of envious. So I was like that would be probably better.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
So
tough.
let's turn the
I
call.
definitely identify with that feeling. That's what I'm saying. I identify with the feeling that I wish I could believe. You know, I wish I could have that. Um, feeling of protection or whatever, but it is difficult to even wish I want that, like that would, I don't know, that conversation turns us, I think, down a
You're not
dark
religious.
no, not at all, never have been.
Okay, yeah, same here. I was saying all that. I don't even really know what you
Never.
think. So,
No, never have
um,
been.
yeah, I was just like thinking about it the other day
I
because I was
agree.
like, I have like, it's people in my life who are religious who probably feel that way. Just like chill.
Hmm. Yeah.
And that would make you feel probably a lot better about like, and to me, this is not good, but it probably make you feel a lot better about all the things that are like really existential threats at the moment. Right.
Correct. Yeah, and I don't know, like the whole idea of death becomes less permanent, which I find uh I don't know, weirdly concerning, because like if you look at a lot of religious murders that have happened, suicide bombings, killing of friends, family, children, cults, it's like they being certain religious people, certainly not all religious people, have taken the importance out of what death is to people like you and me. Because to me, it's final. That's it. You have nothing left. But to them, it's not. So it's not even like the worst crime they could commit, because it's not like they're ending the entity that is that person. They're just moving it
Oh,
to the
I
next zone.
see.
Where I
Like
think
you,
if I fucking die, it's it. It's done. We're done. It's
yeah.
over.
So you're saying
So
like, so you're saying if you're religious, like you might think differently about committing a murder because you don't actually think you're ending a life.
yeah, yeah, because they're going somewhere else. That it's not
Right.
over for them. But
Right.
to me, it's over, which is interesting because in the conversation of like how to atheists have morals, which is a larger conversation of whatever. But what's confusing to me is almost like I don't know, like I don't feel the need to not hurt or harm or do bad things because I was told so by some whatever power. That if the implication is if he doesn't exist and those rules aren't made up or made by him, then we'd all be murdering each other. And then it's the begs the question of if you are only not doing that because God told you not to, that's weird.
Yeah. Also, you could you
That
could
doesn't make sense.
you could also make the argument that as an atheist, it's easier to have morals because you respect the finality of life more than and that makes you understand that when you do things to people, it actually matters because everything probably in life
Yeah.
means more if it is going to end, and you accept the finality of it. Hmm.
Yeah, and I think that's an interesting philosophy in itself, and I believe it's called optimistic nihilism. It's like accepting that nothing matters kind of makes things matter
So I'm like the
uh,
nihilist in the Big
infinitely.
Lebowski.
Yes. Um. So. Da, 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 da.
Do you think I'm a nihilist? What's the difference between atheism and nihilism?
Nihilism is the feeling that nothing matters.
Okay, I'm not like that. I don't think
Athe-
I'm like that.
Atheism is saying like that there is no perceivable higher power that matters.
Got it.
Because to say that there is no God would not be atheist. It would, because if the whole idea is science, then a scientist never says there is nothing, or that there's no finality to that.
Right.
There's no
You're just
period to
saying
that.
like,
It's like
yeah, that makes sense. Hmm.
that, like
Yeah.
as we know right now, based on the evidence,
You
this
can't say
moment,
that. Yeah.
God, yeah,
It's kind of
and it
based on a
doesn't matter.
scientific
And
thing.
so yeah, so nihilism is like nothing matters. I hate everything. Nihilism a lot of times is really bad. Like it's very detrimental to your health. But optimistic nihilism is so the belief that there's no underlying meaning to life from a perspective of hope, in the like sense that hope is the want for something that may not be there. Like I'm hoping things go well, but in reality, that's not how things work. It all happens in the
Yeah.
moment. Like things are just gonna happen the way they happen. But optimistic nihilism is it's not that we're doomed in. to live in a meaningless universe. It's that we get a chance to experience ourselves and the universe we share at this moment. So it makes, like, because nothing matters, everything in the life we have matters
Exactly.
uniquely, because you'll never have it again. And as soon as you murder someone, back to that example, it's over. You've now ended that person's unique experience in this, whatever the
And
fuck it
that's
is.
fucked up that you did that.
Exactly.
Because you
But a
ruined their
lot of
only
religious
chance.
people, yeah. But that's the thing, is religious people and certain religions in the religion itself can justify certain deaths of people or unaliving someone.
Because they go on.
And yeah, like the whole idea of suicide bombing is they're doing that, and they get to go on to heaven and have 72 virgins and be paraded with all these things. So
Right.
you've
Yeah.
now committed an atrocity that in your head you've been convinced is good. So that's pretty cool.
What do you want them to do to your body when you die?
Dude, okay. One, a Tibetan sky burial would be pretty cool, but I'm not a Tibetan monk, so I
What
don't think
is
I'm allowed
that?
to do that.
Sky burial?
Uh,
They
yeah,
throw you out
dude.
of an airplane?
Tibetan, no. They put you on this big mountainside with a bunch of vultures, and the vultures eat your body.
Sick. Yeah, that's actually related to mine. I want to
Yeah,
be eaten by a tiger. I want to go right back
that's
into
fucking
the.
cool.
I want my body to be eaten by a tiger, and I want to go straight back into the stream via
Mm-hmm.
the tiger
Hell yeah.
or a lion or
Uh,
any kind of apex predator, really. So a mountainside
that would be
vulture
cool
death.
to be
That sounds
eaten by.
pretty good too. In reality, I'll probably just be
Not dead.
cremated.
Well, just eating. Yeah, that's yeah. And honestly, like, I don't think it matters. And the fun thing about that is it matters more to other people. Like,
Right.
and it's so, I don't know, to me, like, and it still happens to me, like, uh, things like that my grandma has said. I guess that's not true. My grandma, right before she died, who was not a religious person, was like, every time you say something mean about me when you're telling stories, like funny, mean stuff, like just goofing around, you have to say something nice. But, you know,
That's sweet.
yeah, but it,
Do you
it
follow it?
doesn't, yeah, but not, I mean, sometimes no, I don't really care. The same way if she had told me that when she was alive, I wouldn't care.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm
Yeah.
honoring the memory I have of her, not what she fucking told me she wanted before she died, which sounds fucked up. And people, I've said that to people before, and they're like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" I'm like, "She's dead, dude. What does she care?" And she would tell us that all the time.
I hope
Like,
that
she was like,
you're
"I don't give a fuck
wrong.
what you do."
I hope that you're
Oh
wrong and
boy.
that like when you die, you're going to be really surprised and you're going to like wake up in hell. She's going to be the first one you see. She's going to be like, "No, I'm going
Absolutely.
to make you pay. I'm going to make you pay for not following my advice,
Yeah.
motherfucker. Welcome to
I was
hell."
talking shit about it. I was talking shit about her the other day to my mom, just goofing around, and my mom was like, "She's gonna haunt you if you don't be careful." And I was like, "Let that bitch haunt me, dude. I miss her. I don't give a fuck. Bring it on. Come here.
Bring on the
Fucking
haunting.
bring it on, lady. Yeah, see what you got, old Jewish bitch."
That's funny.
But then, that's what I would say to her in real life. So why would I change?
Did you guys
She
like
wouldn't want me to change. That's true.
yeah, did you guys like banter like that when she was alive?
Oh yeah, dude. She had a fucking potty mouth on her.
Yeah.
She was a hard-nosed woman, man. She was a dick sometimes. A true dick. I mean, she was the most loving person ever, but yeah, she was an asshole, man. And she talked a lot of shit. She ran her fucking mouth all day.
Well, maybe that's where you get it.
So, oh yeah, my mom and my grandma are dickheads. In a fun way, they just like,
Right.
my whole family talks shit.
Dude, that's like I don't know. Like if you're that can be all in good fun, Makes
Yeah,
life
I mean,
fun.
that's how my family's always
Fucking
been.
with everybody and stuff. Can't be too
Absolutely.
serious, right? I mean,
Absolutely. No, fuck that shit, dude. I don't want that. I don't want it to be too serious.